Welcome to another episode of the
Creator Show.
And in this episode we have the amazing
Angela
Quintero. And then we have
Gavin.
Why do you call yourself Gavin?
It should pronounce like that actually. It's not Gavin. It should call Gavin.
I brought that out.
This Gavin.
Gavin. That's how we pronounce it. Yeah? I know. I don't know why the whole world pronounce it Gavin.
Because that's the Chinese.
No.
What's your Chinese name?
Zihan.
What?
It's different. It's not. That's my English name. It's not my Chinese name. My Chinese is totally different. Gavin name is not my full name.
Gavin is not an English name.
Yeah. Then why do you say it's a Chinese name?
Because that sounds like Gawing.
No. You know Gavin? No, Gavin means Mary in Malay.
That is so random.
It means Mary in Malaysia.
Whoa, you learn something new every time. So your name's Gavin, so it should be...
Christmas or is it Mary?
In married. Yeah. No, it's not Gavin. Everyone pronounce it wrongly actually.
No, you spelt it wrong. What do you mean you can't say everyone pronounce it? He's a Gawin. He says it's Gavin.
Gavin.
Oh my God.
Okay, how do you spell Gavin?
Well, it's a W, it's not a V.
Why does a V and W makes a change?
Why does it... Can you say...
Why did you read WIN as win? But
Where are we going later on? Yeah. We're going to the secret...
No, secret place.
Where we're going later on?
Secret place.
Tell Kaina where we're going later
Just
on.
downstairs. Just a private place.
Private what?
Privately.
The private what?
No, I don't want to say it. It should be censored when I say it.
Say it. Why don't you say it?
It's differently. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't want to say it.
I think he just got red. I even think.
People down there are sunbathing on the what?
Seaside.
Anyway, then moving on. So we have Gavin. I just learnt that his name is actually Gavin, okay?
Gavin, not Gavin.
Gavin. And then we have...
Kaina.
Miss Kaina. So we're here in Dubai, guys.
We made it.
How is it?
We've been talking about it for a while and we made it.
How's it going? Are we adapting or what?
Like less than a month. Yeah, that's a while.
I like how we don't usually have these hearts to hearts and it only happens on the podcast show, huh?
Yes, we don't usually talk to each other.
How's it going? Settling in okay? Actually, Angela's been looking a bit...
No, I actually got very sick when we arrived. Like I was sick for a whole week. Now I'm like settling.
Does it feel like home yet?
Not really. Like there is music playing in the background from the seaside.
Where's the music playing from?
Where's the music playing from?
Going.
Where's the music playing from?
I don't know, where is it playing from?
Downstairs. By the sea.
Yeah, it's very, well, where we are is very tourist. So it's like, you cannot feel like this is your place. Like there is McDonald's 24/7 and like 3 a.m. we can go to McDonald's or Starbucks. Like it doesn't
Why not?
feel... Well, usually in Lincoln, everything was closed by 10.
Lincoln was not a... Lincoln was for zombies.
That's a village. That's a village. It's not a town.
No, but it's a city though. Lincoln is a city. It's strange. It's like the small city, I think, in the UK. Yeah.
I don't think it's settled quite there yet.
Does it feel like home? Where feels like home right now? Nowhere, right?
Nowhere.
No, I've been feeling like that. It's like, no, it doesn't feel quite home yet. And then it's like, but where is home?
Home is gone.
Yeah.
Definition of home.
It's funny how you have what people perceive as, oh my God, travel lifestyle looks so cool. And I was saying, even this, having a sea view and a, what view, Gavin? Gavin?
Yacht view.
What?
Yacht view. Yacht view. There's yachts passing by every time.
Oh,
Yacht.
She says yacht funny as well.
Let's continue on Gavin.
No, it's so funny because people see these stories and things and they're like, oh my God, wow, sea view. And and everything and things like that. And then we sit here and it's like going 24 hours a day, huh?
Yep.
Even right now, there is music. We go and work.
Well, you were just mentioning that you went to McDonald's to work, but everybody look at you very weird because it's a very tourist side of things.
It was so funny. I was having a meeting with Josh at McDonald's, and people around me just looked at me differently. I was like, "What's wrong with having a meeting in McDonald's here?"
So honestly, how many burgers you have?
I didn't eat any burgers. I just had a pastry and another one there.
Do you know, I sometimes feel like, you know, sometimes like living with you guys, I feel like a dad or something. No, I think it's like preparing me for parenting or something.
Oh, really?
It's really like that. I find that sometimes like, guys, look after your diet, okay, and then I sometimes just peep around the corner and someone's snacking on something, and then there's another person snacking on something, and it's kind of, and the moment I look, they have this like guilty. Rebels, huh?
I snack in my room.
So you don't see it.
Well, at least the truth is coming out. It has been revealed.
Yep.
That was saying that you were cooking at 11 p.m. every night. You were eating food, ordering food at 11 p.m. every night.
No, it's just one night. Because that day we I and Steve went to the Lebanese restaurant downstairs, and at that time I was very hungry, but I didn't eat for the whole day, and I ordered too much. And there's some leftover. Yeah.
So what's new?
That's just like that. I just bring out some leftover here, and I say I'm gonna eat it for supper tonight, and that's the thing. He just randomly just say it.
How would the world be without food?
How the world we without food?
How would the world be without food? If food didn't exist in this world, how would it be?
So how we would be alive?
If you didn't need food to be alive, but how would life be without food?
If you didn't need food to
Her
be
face
alive.
tells it all. Her face tells it all.
I'm like, if you don't have food, what is the purpose of being a human?
There's no purpose being a human. She eats.
I mean, you can enjoy. I mean, I guess it's because it's all the pleasure. You can have ice cream and cheese and chocolate.
Okay.
But if you were not to have that,
Okay, we'll do a fast fire. We do pleasures without food. Go.
walking.
Walking? When
Outside.
Did you ever go walking?
I never go walking,
She never even come out.
but it is fun.
You don't even come out of your room whenever you don't do it. You don't need anything. And you say you like walking.
Pleasures without food. Go.
Swimming.
What?
When do you swim?
Yeah, I like swimming.
You've been next to the
Seaside.
seaside for the whole week. When have you been swimming?
I went down a couple of times without you guys.
But you went swimming.
No, I went into the sea. I just went in
So
there.
obviously that's not a pleasure of yours.
No, I like
I
swimming.
see you eating more than you're swimming.
Now we are talking about pleasure without food, right? Obviously.
Pleasure without food.
Singing.
Hey?
Singing.
Singing.
Yeah, I like singing. I enjoy it.
I guess maybe
What about you?
something. Pleasure without food. Silence. Just not being around people.
Silence. That's why I'm in my room the whole time.
So that's your pleasure.
Not walking.
You're not walking.
No, I'm not walking in my room.
It's funny though, isn't it?
She walks to. I walk to my room.
I enjoy it. Walking to my room.
Everybody who's watching the show, type below. Pleasures without food. You can go wild. Type whatever you want to type. Pleasures without food.
Still do those things with food as well. Walk with food, you can silence with
There
food.
must be more to physical life than food. Come on.
Well, yeah, of course.
Of course, walking. Of course.
Walking. Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's because a lot of the times in most of the cultures, everything is surrounded by food. Like in my family, for example, whatever happens, birthday, gathering, everything involves food. So everything revolves around food. Like even here, you go downstairs and you have like all the street about food. And the places like shopping or things like that is just for you to see.
I find that a lot of people, when they think of food, they always say, "Oh yeah, in our culture, it's all about food." But I think that in every culture, it's about food. But it's not a. But also, I don't think it's a cultural. Like it's not like a country type of thing. I think it's more to do with your surrounding, right? Like if if your surrounding was people who all enjoyed fasting, then your culture will then you leave the tribe.
And you're like, nope, this is not my home.
Definitely doesn't feel like home.
And so things you're excited about in the coming week. The fast? Are you excited about fasting?
Angela, what happened to you?
I just sipped a little bit of.
She's scared.
No, actually, when we do fast, not every time, but like every now and then is a good thing.
I don't think I've ever seen you happy fasting before.
I mean, it's not that I'm happy fasting, but it's a good thing for my body and myself and my mind and my spirit. It's not like I'm like fasting, like let's go for it. But you know, it's a different type of experience and pleasure when you fast. Like what you were saying today in one of the videos, by fasting you clear your mind for your manifestation. So I think if you were to talk about pleasures without food, I think that would be one pleasure.
Fasting.
The result of fasting, the result of fasting would be a pleasure because you can get more clarity for your manifestation.
A pleasure because you get more food after you fast.
The pleasures.
Not necessarily. It's more about like the benefits of fasting, because and not only physically but mentally and different other things. But yeah, I guess you can eat more.
But you see, if you don't do those things, you don't feel the pleasure of it. Like what I'm saying is, obviously it's not like, I don't think people are thinking, oh, it'll be nice to fast. If I fast, then it's gonna be so pleasurable. But I think but it's the same thing with like yoga or meditation. I think sometimes it's like lazy to get on the yoga mat or lazy to actually do the practice. But when you do the practice, you actually realize, oh my God, my body really needed it, you know? So I think it's once you do it. But it's like running, it's like going to the gym, right? It's the same thing.
I was thinking about it.
Short-term pleasure versus long-term pleasure.
And the problem is that most people are short-term thinking. So just give me the chocolate already and... But Gavin's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
A lot of weight.
I don't know how much actually, but I can actually feel I lost it.
You have. Because when you first came to UK, yeah, I said Christine delivered you a bigger. As a bigger package. Now the package is smaller.
I shrank. But it's a good thing though. I mean, the whole process. I wanted this actually. I wanted this because I realized like in my family, in the environment of my family is different. Like just what you mentioned early on, they are more food oriented. They just want to snack all the time. Yeah, or my brother, my father is everything like this. They always have like snacks everywhere in the house. So I know it's not a good thing, but it's hard to control sometimes when you're in an environment like this. And right now, when we are here, exactly what I was saying. Should we continue?
While we're on a commercial break right now and we're waiting for Kaina to get her Starbucks here, just like to remind everybody that we have Manifesting Miracles coming up soon here in Dubai. If you haven't got your ticket already, make sure to click on the link inside the description, get your ticket, and it'll be lovely, lovely to meet you guys in person and be able to manifest miracles together. So that's the first link in the description. And now we have Kaina is back with her Starbucks, not with your walk. She went for a walk to the door to get her Starbucks. So she fulfilled two pleasure.
Why do you like walking in the UK then?
Well, the weather here is a lot hotter. It's a nice breeze in Lincoln, in Burton Waters. There's a nice scenery, and just taking Fade and Simba are not here, so I'm not walking with Fade and Simba, not taking them for a walk. But I do like walking.
How are you guys dealing with the weather change? We go from one extreme to the other extreme, huh?
I got sick.
Yeah. Angela got really sick, yeah?
But this is normal for you, no? Miami, you grew up in Miami?
Yeah, but I've been staying in London for a few years.
Only a few years.
So, yeah, for me it was like...
I always, I think because I grew up in the UK, I always found it, whenever I went to hot countries, I could understand holidaying there, but I couldn't understand working there. Like, for me in the past, traveling, heat would always make me fall asleep. Heat would always make me feel tired. And I felt a lot more productive not in cold weather, because obviously we can go in cooler. Yeah.
That's why I got so confused. And when you asked, oh, shall we move to Dubai? I'm like, why do you want to live there? It's too hot.
No, I didn't want to, but we got to do what we got to do. But I think that is there like, we were having this conversation the other day, and I was saying that the body will get used to it, because surely all the people who work here and have so much energy, they're used to it. But you're also from Malaysia, which is also very hot. Mm-hmm. Is it that your body gets used to it and you no longer feel tired under heat? And you become productive, or what?
Not really. I mean, like, not really. I mean, if obviously under the sun, you get much more tired way faster. Especially when you are like under the sun for a while, and then you get in the car or get in a room with AC on. That's the most easiest way to feel falling asleep. It just happens even in Malaysia.
But actually, we were finding, this is what we were having a conversation about, because we're finding we feel tired in the car, because I think it's a combination of the two things. One, the aircon is constantly blowing in the eyes, and it feels drier, right, with aircon. And the second thing is it's very bright outside. Like it makes your eyes do this, even if you're sitting in the car. So that's where we said, hey, we even feel sleepy indoor, not just outdoor. But I wonder if that is something that you could get used to, and your body is just used to it.
Bante did said that people take naps during the afternoon.
No, but who is he referring to? Is he referring to everybody, or is he referring?
No, I think it's just like because it's so hot. Like the other day, I don't remember when, but we were driving, and then I saw workers. They were just laying in the grass under a shade, just taking a nap. And I look at the clock, and it was afternoon time, where it's like nap time, siesta. Yeah. So I think that's the purpose of nap time.
But Bande said some business here, like shops, even close down during the afternoon. Yeah, I was like for 2 hours, just like to rest and open it. I was so shocked because that doesn't happen in Malaysia. I mean,
so it mustn't be needed.
Yeah,
it's just they just can't.
It depends. I mean, if for people who works like construction work or just under the sun the whole day, they have break times, because sometimes in Malaysia the sun gets very strong. You can actually get sick.
No, that I understand. Yeah. That I understand. I'm just saying, just generally speaking, working here seems the energy is very different, huh? Yeah. But I think I feel that bodies are able to adjust, and like personally, how I look at it is like, if I give into it and I say that I need to nap in the afternoon, then it will be true for me. It will for sure be true. Even for the next 5 years, it'll be the true. But I believe if I decide that that's not my truth, and my body will adapt to it, and I will learn to become extra productive in this space, then I believe I'll be able to do it.
I think it all depends on your lifestyle. Like, for example, I used to live in Miami, and there was not such thing as nap time unless I was very, very tired from school and waking up early and going to sleep very late. So regardless of it, it's also depending on your lifestyle and like what are the things that you need to do, because if you have to go to work, you can't be like,
Sorry, boss, I need a nap.
come back a few hours time. So I think it also depends on your lifestyle, and if it allows you, that will be good. But if it doesn't, then it all depends also on your priorities. Like, what is it that you would like to do with your time? But definitely adjustable.
Adjustable. Sometimes yes, sometimes not.
I think the advantage here is doing sport.
Why?
You sweat 10 times more.
Yeah.
You don't
lose
even
weight faster.
you don't even need to run to sweat here.
No, but then the other day when we were playing badminton, it was like it was playing badminton in a sauna.
But was it inside a building?
It was inside.
And you were still bleeding? You were still...
I mean, I was just thinking that it's probably because it's badminton. I don't think the basketball court will be like that. I was thinking it's badminton because of the shuttlecock and the wind and things like that. That's what I thought. I don't know if it's true or not. Or maybe they're just saving electricity, which is also probably very useful too. But I like it. I just feel like you're doing the workout anyway, and you might as well sweat more. It's like when we do the runs here. I feel like. Like when I run for 30 minutes in UK, I don't feel what I feel here. When I run for 30 minutes here, I'm like, oh.
It definitely sweat more. If if we play badminton here, I change my shirt before I go on the car because my shirt is so wet. In UK, I never do that because in UK it doesn't sweat that much.
But even in the mall the other day, we were walking back to the car, and I see Gowan like completely like
Drenched.
drenched. I'm like,
Where? Which? When? I'm confused.
no, when we were in the Dubai mall, when
That was just his wet T-shirt look. He sometimes does it. Yeah.
that day I was like, it seemed like you have a butterfly in your back out of just sweat.
Like what? 20 kgs of a camera bag in my bag.
But still, you were like drenched. I'm like,
It's just a little bit. It's not much.
Okay, everybody will go around. What are you most excited for about Dubai? What are you most excited for about Dubai? That's coming. What's coming?
What's coming?
The walk. Okay, that's very good. Next. She's excited to go for walks. Yes.
What's coming? I'm actually excited about the Manifesting Miracle event.
Yeah?
I'm really excited about that because I want to see how it happens in real life.
Oh, you haven't been to our real in-person event before.
Yeah, the event I do is online. Yeah, it's very different. That's why I'm very, very excited. And we just know which place we're going to take yesterday. And it's really cool. It's really cool.
Angela, excited about?
I think not only manifesting miracles, but what's coming. Like, yeah, all the things that we're talking about, the big things. I don't know if we should say it or not, but I'm very excited for the opportunities. Like, it's been a very eye-opening for me, especially Dubai. Like, you would see like, oh, Dubai and the way that people and the whole world will market Dubai is such a platform where everything is just expensive, and like you will only go there for just vacation, and you will have to save a lot of money to go to Dubai and just vacation there. But being here and now, doing the regular things that people will do, where they're looking for a house, finding a new bank, paying for your phone, all of these regular things that a normal life would look like, has actually opened my mind to say like, wow, like you can still have a reasonable life in Dubai. Of course, depending what you would like to spend, like millions or a couple thousands, and live very comfortably, and at the same time get the luxury to say, hey, I live in Dubai and have a regular, wealthy, abundant life without having to go to the extremes. And I think for me it has been like, it's a different thing because the way Dubai has been portrayed, but being here and saying, I can still live an abundant life in a way that, I don't know, it has been an eye-opening for me overall.
I think I'm very much with you on that thought, because as I mentioned before, I don't think Dubai was some place that we had decided, oh, let's live in Dubai some time, just because of the heat or because it's, especially from the outset, a very material type of world. And obviously we're on this path of spirituality and awakening and detachment and things like that. But it kind of fits in with what we've been speaking about for a long time, which is that you can indulge in both worlds. And I do really believe, especially the more I've spent time here, is how many people are actually stuck. I only see two real categories of people in Dubai, really. And I see one is the rich and wealthy, which is, there's no end to it. You want more, right? This is human nature. Then you have all the rest of the people who are wanting to become them. So they're chasing, they're striving to become rich and wealthy. And I feel like our message of love and compassion and consciousness and fulfillment and purpose from within, happiness without anything, is the balance that Dubai needs. And so, again, this is more a selfless purpose of us coming here to spread the healing, but in turn, because there's no such thing as a giving without something that receives naturally anyway, as energy has it. So I see it as we are also, what can we get out of Dubai, I believe, is a huge learning and a huge quantum leap in wealth on a whole different level, So I've said and this was one of the reasons why I really wanted to leave Lincoln, is because I personally had, I got my house there 10 years ago, so it's been 10 years now. Driving the Lamborghinis or growing the $1 million companies and things like that, you are already pretty much one of the wealthiest people there. When you have that and you have achieved something in physical, but you don't crave it because it's not an addiction and you are not dependent on it and your fulfillment is from within, you go on a spiritual journey at the same time, then what else do you have? Like, we can sit in our mud hut in Kenya and still be happy. So what else do you have? We are wanting to experience the exuberance of life and see how much we can experience. And so I believe that had hit its threshold there. Now, I was saying this thought it was quite funny on the call that, we could buy a Lamborghini here. Nobody's going to notice you. Every next door neighbor has a Lamborghini, you see. So it shows you what is that thing. I think Naveed was talking about the other day, when people book Ubers, it's not like Uber XL or Uber Exec. In UK, if you book a Uber Exec, you're like, Uber Exec, you do your economy one. But here is Uber Helicopter. Do you get what I'm saying? I think the potential and the opportunities are limitless, and it will, as on an individual spectrum, and this is going to be the, I think, biggest spiritual growth for us, because we are consciously aware to not become addicted or greedy to the material while allowing ourselves to experience it. I feel that it's spiritually, we are going to also become more conscious on a whole new level, because you are now needing it to balance out a whole new level of materialism with detachment and consciousness of self, love, and self-care and peace of mind. So I think these are the things that I'm excited about. I'm excited that it doesn't feel comfortable moving here. That's what I'm excited about. I'm excited that the universe has led us with signs and opportunities to this place. And I'm excited that, like I said, this is what we say to our students and disciples all the time. We say, outside of your comfort zone is where the magic happens. I'm excited to witness what is the magic that will happen for all of us in this space.
Yeah, I think even before we came here, we had an opportunity to talk to G, our CEO, and because she came first, right, to see how everything works and you know how the lifestyle was and everything here, she kept saying how everything was bling bling. Bling bling meaning luxury money. And the other day we were having a meeting with the team and explaining how life works here. And she kept saying bling bling. I'm like, team, bling bling means money. But she also was talking about she always talks about the spirituality side of things and the material side of things, or the business side of things, and spirituality, and how it is a very thin line between the business aspect and the material world and the spirituality side of things. And we come in as a company where we're wanting to express more love and positivity and consciousness as a personal journey, as an individual journey for us is also, it could be potentially a challenge, because we need to become, as a company, as an individual, even more stronger to say, this is who we are and this is who we remain, while coming into all of this chaos of material life, and not saying, oh, everything is bad, but also immersing ourselves into it to be able to experience, for some of us, that wealth and that abundance, and at the same time being grateful and detached from whatever outcome that is. So I think I agree, and it's just a whole different world, reality, and yeah, I'm very excited, and I think for me the biggest thing is how many people we can actually help. Like the other day I was telling Gawain I was doing yoga behind you, master, and there was I usually do yoga so the sun will come up through this side, and there is I don't know if you will see from there, but there is a building, and then each building here has still in construction, right? And every day I see it, and I see the tools, whatever they call it, and then that morning I saw somebody next to it, or I saw another shade. And I kept doing my yoga, and I kept looking at that thing. I'm thinking, what is that? What is that? And I realized that it was a person. And I'm thinking, oh my God, that person's gonna kill himself. Like, what is he doing? And I kept doing my yoga, but I couldn't be at peace to even think that he will like jump off the building. So I kept doing yoga, and I'm thinking, I'm doing meditation. I'm like, just whatever he's thinking, make sure that, you know, like, whatever he does doesn't jump off the building. And then a few minutes after, I was like, oh, never mind. He's a worker. He's working. And then he sent a thing, you know, down to his other coworker. And I'm thinking, well, Angela, you went very wild there. But apart from that, you know, like Master, you mentioned the two type of people. There's some of them that are just chasing something and they don't feel fulfilled. And I'll, not even knowing here in Dubai, but we always get messages like, there is no purpose in life, and I feel very empty, and all of these different things, depressions and suicides and all of these different things. And from that moment, I was like, I can only imagine with the work that we will be doing here, how much we can impact and how much we can actually help to find that purpose for those people. Thankfully, he didn't jump off the building, but you know, that was my whole, you know, reflection that morning, and how we can actually help even more at this level now. So that's what happens when I do yoga by myself. But yeah, very excited.
Okay, so just to wrap up very quickly, what final words you have to share with the people here? We'll start with Gawain. Final words, summary of today's conversation. What empowering words do you have for the people?
empowering words have helped people. Never stop believing. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, and what's that thing called down there?
Seaside.
one time. Cool. Let's go to the
Beach. That's why they are laughing.
And what's your name?
Gavin. Yes, Gavin.
It's the first time ever I hear you say that.
I keep
Gavin.
saying that all my life actually.
I kept saying, that's not Gavin, it's Gavin.
I never change, just but people around me change.
And Kaina. Summary. What empowering words do you have to depart with for everybody today?
To step out of your comfort zone, because that's where new things will come to your life.
Beautiful. And Angela?
I think be open to whatever comes your way. Like, there's sometimes when we put so much resistance, we might even go through different challenges that they were unnecessary, but once you just open yourself and allow, and you know, sometimes things literally lie on your lap, and it's like, here is the way, and you're like, no, but it's this way. It's like, no, it's this way. Just be open and just, I guess for my spiritual people, trust and surrender, and yeah.
I think for me, I personally resonate with all that has been said. I think that trusting and surrendering is very important. Moving with the flow of energies. Change is the only constant. Right now, we're on the quantum leap year of the 2022. It's very important to make big decisions in your life that could potentially completely change your life around this year and take a quantum jump. But it's very important to pick up that courage, to trust your intuition, to sometimes, even if it doesn't quite make sense, but you're following that flow of intuition and emotion, that energy and motion, that there's a gut feeling or a godly feeling, that is the right feeling to follow your heart and take action. So that's my words for everybody here today. I'm sending my love and blessings to everybody on this call who's watching or listening from all around the world. Please do let us know inside the comments where you guys have tuned in from. Also, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this podcast today, or you got anything out of it whatsoever. Or maybe it was just some reminders that could help you navigate better and smoother through your life, through to your manifestations too. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell sign, by the way, because this year we're dedicated to making how many podcasts? Many. One a week. One podcast show a week. Okay? To hold you guys accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, we're signing out. Namaste. Namo Himalaya.